Did you know one of the most inspiring popes in history was almost lost to war before his journey even began? This is the story of Saint Pope John Paul II. Karol Józef Wojtyła was born in Poland in 1920 in a small town called Wadowice. He faced tragedy early, the loss of his mother at 8, his brother at 12, and his father by 21. Living under Nazi occupation during World War II, Karol risked his life studying for the priesthood in secret, showing incredible courage and faith. His call to Christ was unmistakable. Despite threats to his safety, he chose the path of a priest, believing deeply in the dignity and worth of every human person. After the war, his energy and charisma made him a beloved priest, bishop, and then, unexpectedly in 1978, he became the first Polish pope in history, Pope John Paul II. As pope, he traveled more than any before him, reaching out to people in over 100 countries. He stood bravely against communism, helped bring freedom to millions in Eastern Europe, especially his homeland of Poland, and played a key role in the fall of the Berlin Wall. He was nearly assassinated in 1981, but forgave his attacker, living his message of mercy and reconciliation. John Paul II inspired the world with events like World Youth Day, where he called young people to be saints of the new millennium. He reminded us, do not be afraid, open wide the doors to Christ. He passed away in 2005, and his funeral drew millions, testimony to his global impact. Today he is the patron saint of World Youth Day, families, and the youth, remembered for his love, courage, and defense of human life from conception to natural death. Pope John Paul II was canonized as a saint on April 27, 2014 by Pope Francis in a historic ceremony at St. Peter's Square in Vatican City. The event drew hundreds of thousands of pilgrims from around the world and was especially meaningful because it took place on Divine Mercy Sunday, a feast that John Paul II himself had established during his papacy. His official feast day is celebrated every year on October 22nd, marking the anniversary of his papal inauguration. This date honors his enduring legacy as a spiritual leader devoted to mercy, peace, and spreading the love of Christ to every corner of the globe. So, how can you live like Saint Pope John Paul II? Be not afraid to share your faith. Stand up for truth and dignity. Show forgiveness, as he did. Open your heart to Christ and make a difference, right where you are. Follow for more inspiring stories of faith, and let St. John Paul II's life move you to take action in your own life today. To God be the glory.